Sweet Bees. It's the Sweetest Vegan here. Today on the show I'm going to be answering one of my most frequently asked questions. Why are you vegan? I never made a whole video about it before. My dog is scratching. Stop scratching. Shh. I never made a whole video about it before because I just didn't think it was important enough to fill up a whole video, but a lot of people want to know, and some people even started to think that I was keeping it secret for some reason. But it's really straight and dry. Straight and dry. It's really like not that complicated. I'll start back when I was in middle school. I stayed at home with my grandmother a lot. Like, I didn't go to camp or anything like that, so I started to gain weight because I wasn't outside exercising like a normal child. I just sat around the house and watched TV and ate hot dogs, and I didn't get obese or overweight even, but I went to the doctor. I convinced my grandmother to take me to the doctor for like an annual checkup because I don't think I had ever had one before, not since I was like a baby, and I came back with high cholesterol. So my grandmother didn't think it was that important. She did the best she could raising me, but some health things older people really don't take that serious. So I knew as an 8th grader that I was going to have to take my health into my own hands. So when I went to high school, I started running track. Then I ran summer track and field, which is like club track. It's really fun. And then I came back to school and I ran cross country. So I did 3 years of track and field, 3 years of cross country, and 3 years of summer track. I lost every single race, but I got my weight down to 115 pounds, no cholesterol issues, no blood pressure issues, and I was a healthy 115 pounds. I'm only 5'2", so I was like muscly. Well, I wasn't muscly, but I was nice, trim, toned up. Like, I was a nice 115 pounds. So then I went to college. I went back to my old lifestyle. I sat around, ate all the time, watched a lot of TV. I studied a lot too, which is why I'm so smart. Just playing. I studied a lot too, but I just didn't do much physically with myself. Especially my junior year, I moved off campus, and so I would drive my car to campus, then catch the shuttle bus to like the center of campus. So I never had to walk as far as I did when I lived on campus, where I would have to walk from my apartment or dorm to class and to eat and to everywhere else. So I really started to see myself gain weight my junior year. So that summer after junior year, I read this book. It's called Skinny Bitch, and I was drawn into it because the lady was skinny in the title, and I just started reading the beginning, and it was talking about what you should and shouldn't eat. So I read it and I was like, wow, and I was like agreeing with everything it was saying, and it basically was saying go vegan. So I said I would try for 30 days and I would exercise, and I did see weight loss. Like, it really worked. So that was the thing. It was just the vegan diet though. I wasn't giving up other animal products like leather purses and stuff like that, or hair products or cosmetics or anything. So like a lot of makeup you see me wear is really old because it's not like animal friendly. So I'm about to invest in some new makeup and hair products and stuff, but we'll get into that later. So I wavered back and forth after I lost that weight, and every time I would go to vegetarianism or pesco vegetarian, I would always see myself gain weight again and stuff. So it's really just about restricting yourself and having self-control. Just having self-control about what you eat. And I just found out that a vegan diet was the best thing for me. Especially that next summer I read this book. It was another good book by Any Greens Necessary by Tracy McCorder. Those are my two favorite books on veganism. They're the only 2 books I've read on veganism, so don't take that too critically, because those are the only 2 books I've read about veganism. But I really like them, and they taught me a lot. And with the By Any Greens Necessary, I got a whole nother layer of reasons why you should be vegan. So that is when I stopped purchasing leather goods. I started looking for no animal tested products. I started to try to live a cleaner, greener, more eco-friendly life, and I still have my faults, and I do fail on my vegan diet from time to time. I'm not afraid to admit it. It's really hard, and it's usually during the time where I'm really stressed, really stressed, traveling, really poor, and I'm eating what's available to me. But what I do, I figure out why I failed myself in my diet and veganism, and how I can correct that and do better the next time. Like with traveling, I learned go as soon as you get where you're going, or before, buy fresh fruit, granola bars, all those non-perishable items before you go, like fruit, vegetables, granola bars, nuts. And then once you get there, go and buy your frozen vegetables. I eat mostly frozen vegetables. I saute them, I boil them, I steam them, and that is really my diet as for dinner and things like that, even beans. So buy those and then get a chance to cook them once I can. Did that make sense? And then cook them at the people's house or at the hotel room, because I get a lot of sweets. I don't even stay at hotels that often, but I'm usually at somebody's house. Cook them, explain to them what I'm doing and why, and traveling has become a lot easier. Or you could do like people on other diets have this problem too. It's not just veganism. That's the problem with veganism, is that people think, oh, vegans are the only ones who restrict themselves and the only ones who practice this strict diet and have these problems. No, people on Jenny Craig have to pack those meals in the little things and take them with them to where they're going. So if you have to pre-make your meals and pack them in the little cooler bag thing with ice and take them with you and pop them in the oven or whatever once you get there, then do it. And that is about it. As for eating out at restaurants, I try to eat before I go, and once I get there, I like sides. I like vegetables, so I'll get broccoli or rice, or I try to get a lot of vegetables. I'm trying to get into more salads. And then there too, again, vegans aren't the only one with specialty diets and people who can't have certain things at a restaurant. So don't be afraid to ask. Even people on like cosmetic diets like paleo. I mean, the vegan diet started out to be purely cosmetic for me too, but people on the paleo diet, people who are allergic to things, nuts, milk, eggs, we all have to go to restaurants and like grill the waitress about what's vegan and what's nut free and all that type of thing. So don't feel bad. Just do it with a smile. Don't be a grumpy puss. And that is about it. That's my advice for life. Do it with a smile. Not with a grumpy puss. That's it for today. Bye.